Last week, we talked about the possibility of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway coming to Disneyland. And today we've learned a little bit more about the attraction, including some very surprising and kind of revealing details. Stay tuned for this, coming next from Fresh Baked. Hello everybody, welcome back to Fresh Baked. Thank you for joining us today. So on Saturday, WDWNewsToday posted an article about this new attraction, Mickey's Runaway Railway, coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and the details that they're describing are pretty interesting. So we're going to cover each of the new scenes that they described in that article and what that means for the future of this attraction. You've probably heard already that the attraction is going to be built in the existing Great Movie Ride location in Hollywood Studios, and they're going to use the interiors of that building for the attraction. So the attraction will begin with guests walking into the theater, and they're going to watch a Mickey short. In this case, it's going to be one where Mickey and Minnie and Pluto are all going to the park to have a picnic. And then the screen that you're watching this film on will open up, and guests will be invited to walk into or through this opening, effectively putting us, the guests, into the cartoon short. Once inside, guests will board a train being operated by Goofy, and that is where the actual, ride portion of the attraction will begin. So the train will be traveling through the park, in a normal way, and then enter a tunnel. And once inside the tunnel, Mickey and Minnie will pull up alongside the train in a car. Now, the best part of this encounter with Mickey and Minnie is that though there are going to be projections in the tunnel, I'm sure. As a matter of fact, they're probably going to be everywhere throughout this attraction. I don't imagine, there will be a wall left that isn't being projected on. However, Mickey and Minnie are not going to be projections. They are going to be animatronics in a physical car right alongside us. And that's pretty cool. You'll recall, as a matter of fact, that at D23, the ride was first being described as being 2.5D. Now, my suspicion is this, what they're saying is that it's going to feel like a 3D attraction with stuff happening all around you, but you won't need actual glasses, 3D glasses, because all the, the effects of the 3D effects are going to be practical in a way, i.e. Mickey and Minnie along the car with, them being supported by projections on the walls, let's say in the tunnel. After meeting Mickey and Minnie, guests will encounter a scene that is being described as running of the bulls-esque, I guess you could say. The train cars will actually break apart as they try to scatter and avoid being hit by the stampeding animals. Now, the article doesn't say one way or the other, but my imagination is suggesting that this is going to be a prime opportunity to showcase the trackless technology, where at one point you would assume that the cars would remain connected like they would in a traditional ride vehicle. This new trackless ride technology would allow the cars to actually separate and move independently of each other throughout the attraction, trying to avoid the stampede. And I would imagine they could probably come back together again and simulate a connected train as well, just like they would in an animated film even. The attraction takes you next to a carnival where there's a twister, and then the twister, I guess, picks you up and then drops you somehow right in front of a waterfall. Now here, each of your ride vehicles, your cars, of which there are 4 in the train, will be split up and they'll be put into their own room, simulating being, hung at the precipice of a waterfall. It feels very Star Tours-esque to me. I don't know, if this is the case or not, but I would imagine they've kind of dangle you over the edge, and they're going to have water spraying at you to simulate the waterfall, and they do that water tech every chance they get. I don't know why they do this, but every chance they get, they're going to try to throw some water at you. Now, I guess you do fall down the waterfall, because the next scene that they described is one where you're inside a drainage pipe, and then you come out into the city. And that's where you wind up in a dance studio where dance lessons are being taught by Daisy Duck, also an animatronic. And thank goodness for this. I'm loving to hear the words animatronic in this description of the attraction. The cars will then begin to dance with Daisy, presumably under her direction. And this is another great example of some trackless technology coming our way. And now, again, I imagine that this is probably very much like Luigi's Rollicking Roadsters, where we're kind of, simulating a dance. And then finally, guests wind up in an alleyway in front of a furnace that looks like it's, full of danger. Maybe it's going to eat you or something like that, according to the concept art that we've seen. And then Mickey and Minnie save you, and then you get to finish your picnic as scheduled in the park. And the way this story is being played out, it sounds very much like one of the new Mickey shorts, where it starts off innocent, bad things happen, and then at the end, we get the prize of getting to do whatever it is that we were trying to do in the first place. And that's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. What do you guys think, Fresh Baked? I want to hear from you. Is this the next generation of dark rides? And actually, here's kind of a fun question to ponder. If if Mickey's Runaway Railway is the next generation of dark rides, how do you think it compares? Where does it rank next to what we're going to see at Battle Escape or Millennium Falcon? Are those the next gen? Or is this just the beginning? I cannot wait to find out. I'm super excited about this, and I'm super excited to find out more, because more details are starting to drip through for Battle Escape as well. But let us know, Fresh Baked, in the comments below. And until next time, be sure to subscribe to our channel, share this video with our friends, and Fresh Baked!